Welcome, y'all. You've been invited.
Welcome to our group chat. Take a seat at the table.
Welcome, Bruce.
Welcome,
Welcome,
Bruce. Woo!
Woo!
What's good? What's good? I'm thankful to be here and thank you for inviting me to the group chat.
Thank you. We're so happy you came. I know we are super happy that you're here. We're glad that you wanted to come and talk to us today, talk to our listeners. And I can't wait for us to have this conversation.
I'm loving your background, by the way.
Yeah.
That is
Right.
hilarious.
That's all thankful to my girlfriend. All thankful to her. We're gonna see what this new house decorations look like next.
Okay. We love to hear it.
Oh,
We love to hear it. So I think it's really important for us all to talk about how we all became friends. We've been friends for quite a while. Honestly, don't know how long, but it's been a long time. So, Jasmine, do you want to start first?
yeah, I can start first. And
So
Bruce, we met.
wait. Are y'all talking about the day that y'all met me?
I don't remember
No,
the exact
I don't
day.
remember that. Y'all know I can't remember nothing. We
I
gonna
remember the
we
day I
gonna
met
take
you,
how we met,
Jasmine.
huh?
I remember the day I met you.
You
Okay,
do
well,
remember the
why
day?
don't you explain it
Okay,
then?
okay. Explain it, because I don't remember the day.
I don't remember, but we was at Tyler House. White Castle times. And the chicken rings.
That
That's
was a
our
lot of
signature.
tattoo. That is so broad. No, okay, so look, I know. Okay, so me and Bruce know each other because my cousin is Bruce's best friend. So me and Bruce, we actually all hung out our senior year going into college, and we hung out almost every day. It was crazy. Like just being teenagers. That's the best way to describe it. Like really just being teenagers. Getting into and then this crazy part is we was really working though, like too. Like we had two jobs and was working full time. Like that summer was crazy. But we made every time that we had a chance to have fun, we had fun. That's what I would say. That's how I met Bruce.
It was for sure a crazy summer.
Yeah.
I feel like 2016 was everybody's crazy summer for real. I
It
would
was a
say I
crazy
met
summer.
Bruce
Like,
in high school, my senior year, when me and Jasmine went our separate ways. I think we had a class together. I don't really
I
remember
don't
how
know
we got
what it
introduced
is.
though.
I don't know what class it was. Because by second semester, I had already knew you, I want to say.
Oh,
So I don't know what in that first semester we had together. I don't know what we had together. That's crazy. I only know second semester we had English and I want to say in
yes.
that class. Yeah,
Mhm.
we had them two classes together. And them two classes like right after each other. So yeah, for sure. For sure
So did y'all
senior.
like was y'all like cool right away?
I feel like we was, but I don't like I said, I don't remember like us ever having like beef. I feel like because I knew somebody he knew, it was just like, oh, okay. And then it was
You wanna know I believe you was cool with was it Gabby?
yeah, that's what it was Gabby because y'all was cool. I feel like she kind of introduced me to
Yeah.
quite a few people.
Yeah, it was Gabby. So y'all was cool. You was cool with Gabby,
Mhm.
and y'all used to run the Zebra Hut.
Oh yeah. So at our school we had like a little it's like a store. So a part of like one of my classes, I had to run the store, and you were like a worker there. And so Gabby was a manager because she did it for 2 years. And man, I'm telling you, we had so much fun. If I think about it, I don't know. I might throw a picture in there. I might not. We'll see. We'll see. But it was fun.
We'll
It
definitely
was
drop
so
a pic.
fun. Like I got a picture. Like I don't know. I might have to blur people's faces. I don't know how that worked, but I got a picture of all of us, and but it
Yeah.
was so much fun when I tell you. I feel like we didn't do nothing. Like I feel like my senior year, like I feel like all through high school, I was like study books. Senior year, I was like, I'm out.
Where
Like it is what it is. So yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's how we met. I don't remember first semester. I can't remember that far.
So do you have any other things like when we first met that you were like, okay, yeah, I want to be cool with them, or you have any different recollections of us that we probably don't remember?
I want to know the full perception. What was the full
Yeah.
perception?
What was my full perception of y'all when I first met y'all?
Keep it on it.
I don't know if I really want to know.
I ain't gonna hold y'all.
I really don't care. He like a brother, so it's like
No,
asking my
but
brother what he thinks
I
about it.
mean, yeah. So like,
First impressions, though,
when I
it's kind
first
of
met, when I first met Jasmine, because I can remember really first meeting you, and Tyler was like, "Yeah, we about to pull up to my dad crib." I'm like, "All right, bet." I'm like, "Who about to be there?" I want to say he was like me, you, Marissa, just like the regular, like just
Yeah.
like so.
Far back.
I want to say it might have been like one other person or something like that. I really want to say it was like one other person, but I just remember having a great time. Jasmine was cool as hell. It was just it's always a vibe. We always have a good
Oh,
time. It's always, I feel like it's always karaoke. It's
yeah.
always karaoke. It was just we was seniors, and we for sure had we had our lot. Everybody really. The thing about y'all all are very driven.
Mhm.
All of y'all,
All of us.
everybody is so driven. And
Yeah.
so that was something I really had messed with. That everybody was so goal oriented. Like coming out of high school, I really wasn't trying to surround myself with just anybody and just everybody out of high school. I was so happy to get out of Wayne. I wanted to run up out of that school. So for real, what I really remember about like meeting Jasmine that summer was really always having a great time. And whenever she had to take care of us, she took care of us.
John.
Whenever she had to take care of us, she took care of us and looked out. I can never say we was worried. I can
No.
never say that. And then meeting Alexis, I really remember like when we went to Great Lakes. That Great Lakes trip was fun for sure. You don't remember Great Lakes?
I do remember it, but I don't remember. I just remember being with like the group of girls as well. I don't remember hanging with you. So
No, we ran across y'all a few times at Great Lakes, but Great Lakes was for sure a great time. The bus rides to and back from Great Lakes was hilarious. Uh, and then I don't remember when was like the first time we all hung out, but I do remember me putting it together that y'all knew each other and all the people that y'all knew from Summit, from me knowing one person from there. Yeah.
But
I for sure put that shit together. Then I'm like, hey, wait, hey, you know her? She like, yeah. I said, oh my God. I really
I feel like we
remember.
were having a conversation and you put that together, and I was like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Uh-huh. I remember that.
Definitely did. But
I would say one thing though that I know in high school, it was always because I was cool with Bruce. They was like, "Oh, y'all talking or something like that," and it's like, no, we was never talking. We were just always cool. And I feel like that's always hard when you see friends of the opposite sex. Like people do not understand. Like you can be friends with somebody and not be attracted to them. Like I know for some people it's hard to keep them boundaries, but for me and I feel like our group, we've never crossed any boundaries except of you're my friend, I see you as family, and that's it.
Yeah.
yeah, like it's really family driven. Like y'all are the people that I really say like y'all gonna get first invitations to my wedding. Like it's
Mine too. Mine too.
gonna be light. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, it's not even a thought. Like I can't even. It's hard to like you said. It's hard for people really to understand. Like it's no worries about that. We really look out for each other. We really go out. I really enjoy being around y'all. Y'all really bring out the best of me. I have the most honest and blunt conversations with y'all. Like,
Mm.
You
it
know what
ain't
I'm
no.
thinking about? I'm
Yeah.
thinking about Jasmine helping her move into her apartment. It was St. Patrick's Day
Oh
weekend.
my goodness, yes.
That was so
Up at Western.
that was
Yes.
so fun.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness, that
that
was
day
so
was
fun.
wild.
Oh my
Tyler spilled
goodness.
that motherfucking sauce on my pants all over me, man. I'll never forget that.
Oh, but I was so mad because I just like pat
And
my
it was in
face
the
with the
back of
water.
your
It was
car.
water. It was water. I had water on my face and I had nothing to get it off of. And you were right there. Your mama checked me so hard at
Oh,
the
when we was
Mexican
at
restaurant.
that Mexican.
Bro, she checked me so hard, like, oh no, you the one who wiped your face on my son's shirt. I was like, he spilled sauce on your son's pants, and I didn't blame for water. I'm like, oh man, she ain't gonna never
Man,
let
when I tell you that was so funny. Like, and them pants stayed messed up for a good like 6, 7 washes.
me.
It was a fight to get that out. And I had a white shirt on that day.
It was water. It was water.
What about the sauce?
No. I'm talking
Oh, the
about the
sauce got on
sauce.
your shirt too?
Yeah, I was messed up.
Oh.
Tyler did me ball in that back seat. Tyler did me ball in that back seat. We didn't even get to the party. That's the craziest thing.
We did
We
it.
literally drove around and got stuck in the parking lot. We were stuck in a
We didn't
parking
even
lot.
get to the party. That's the craziest thing. I think I got Snapchat videos of us in a parking lot and how like hard it was low key to pull up into the party.
That and then remember when we got locked out on the little balcony?
Oh yeah, cause my roommate locked me up.
I had to
That
beg her to let us back in because it was freezing
Yes.
outside.
Who all was out there?
We all
that was
were.
that's how we gonna end it.
So can we talk about how to balance your life and being in a relationship? I would say for me, it took me a while being in my relationship to kind of balance both. I feel like at first it was like I'm all in my relationship. He called, I'm out the door. I remember that for like, certain things. Like I remember one year for your birthday, we had went out and he had called like, hey, you wanna go hang out? And I'm like, all right, y'all, I'm out. Now I'll be like, all right, dudes, bye. I'll see you when I get home.
She didn't even tell me that. She just be like, I'm out. And I'd be like, all right, you going home? You going to sleep? That's cool. Is she tired?
Just did on you.
This dipped.
What year was that? That was the year everybody was like,
Huh?
That's when we went to BJ's.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
no,
we
you
had
stayed
hung
out for a
out.
minute though.
Yeah,
At
I did
BJ's,
stay
you
for a
stayed.
while, but I had went out after that.
Dang, that says a lot too.
That was back in the day. I was young then. I'm an old lady now. So
I think I remember that day, like staying in the car talking for a while too.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So what about you, Bruce? How would you say, how are you balancing your, your life, with being in a relationship? Do you have a good balance?
give me 1 second. She just texted me or did I eat?
Does that
No.
answer the question?
Right.
Hey, chill out. Chill out. But I could say when I first started talking to her, like I really was she called, she text, like I was on it. But after a minute, like all honesty, the chase just got tired. I got tired of the chase of always like, you know, just being at the snap and moving on. Like I felt like I was moving on her time sometimes.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say it, but I'll be putting aside something I might need to do to pull up on her. So, and I might not get it done because now I'm about to get her all my attention. My phone not even in my hand. So I definitely got that balance now for sure. That I know. I feel like what helped me balance really was just being able to see her more and
Okay.
knowing like it's not a are we hanging out today or am I gonna see you today type of thing, but I want to see you.
Mm-hmm.
So it really became okay, we both want to see each other every day. So
Okay.
make life kind of easier. In my head, I automatically know like I'm definitely going to see her today. Let me just figure out this time frame. Nah, I know I can plan my day. I can plan after work. I can do this, this, and this. So that's really what helped me for real.
Okay. What about you,
I
Jasmine?
Girl, I'm about single as a Pringle. Ain't
No, but
nothing to
I'm talking
balance
about
over
like
here.
in the past, or like now, like how are you balancing dating life
Oh,
or talking to somebody life compared to like what you're doing now, or the lack thereof? I mean, that's a question too.
mm, okay, what I would say is this is probably why I'm single as well too, because I'm so busy with work and I feel like I'm so busy with like just other stuff that like spending time with family and trying to balance also having time for myself. And I have certain routines now that like I don't want to give up. So finding time for things like relationship stuff, seeing people or dating and hanging out. Um in the past I made time for it regardless. You know, I would make plans around it and stuff, but I've been so far removed from it, y'all. I feel like I can't even remember. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like I feel like I've been single for a minute where I'm like I haven't gotten that deep in relationship where I feel like I really had to find that balance or had to adjust like that. I will say. Like I feel like when it start to get to inconveniencing me, I'm most of the time I'd be out. I'm gonna be honest. I'd be like, nah, my life, because my life is so good without extra people that it's like if you're not adding to my life, a lot of times I just be like, I'm out. Okay, life's too good over here in this side, so I'm stick 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 to myself.
So can I question this? What's the inconvenience?
Inconvenience is like I'm at work and I work in the lab and you understand that and you blowing me up. No. Just because you got a question that I can't answer within the next 6 hours because I'm working, like you gotta understand that. Like, you know, and a lot of times it's just me too. I just don't have signal and stuff like that, you know? So it like sometimes like people be like, oh, well, you never text back, you never reply. And it's like I don't really have time for that. What do you want to ask? Like we on the phone right now. What you want to ask me? And then they be like, it just be like simple conversation. It don't be like really trying to make like how y'all said, make plans. I be trying to jump to the make plans part. Let's just make plans, get this over with. Like I feel like I don't got time for the let me try to figure you out. No, if you want my time to figure me out, you got to invest in that. And a lot of times people don't be willing to make that investment before they get to know you.
You know, I think that's understandable because it's like you're so busy, you don't got time for the what you doing, what's your favorite color. No, no, no. Do you want to go on this date with me or not? Schedule it. I'm there. Let's find out on
Because I
that first
mean,
date.
yeah, exactly. Let's find out on that first date. That's more of I feel like what you're trying to get to, definitely. Because I feel like, all honesty, at our age, texting somebody, I can't do that. Like, I have to see you. Let's put face to these text messages. Let's put face to something.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see your facial expression when you say this, because you could text whatever the hell you want to text.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be a big thing for me, too.
Yeah, I got people who want to just talk me to death, and I'll be like, after, so I only give you a couple weeks, and then if you're not trying to make plans after that, I'm gonna mention it to you one time. I'm gonna mention it to you one time. You got a week from that time to make some adjustments, and if you don't, I'm out. I'm out. Like I don't, I don't have time to keep doing this back and forth of what I want and what you won't give me, and I'm okay. Or if you're not showing me as much interest, I feel like I have been like stuck between like people who give me a lot of attention and people who say they like me but don't show it at all. And if you like the people who do give me a lot of who show their interest very soon in the relationship are people that I'm gonna be honest, I'm really not into like that. So a lot of times they run at me and I run away. And the people who I like, but I just don't have the patience for. Plain and simple. So I am stuck between a rock and a hard ship. Is that a quote?
Rock in a hard place.
Rock and a hard.
So my question is, when you run into that situation, just as a follow-up question, are you, if there's somebody that you're physically attracted to, somebody you want to be with, and they're not showing that attention, do you step in to try to, meet you where they will try to have wherever they're missing where you let me get this out, but do you try to push
You
past
picking
that?
up
You
where
try
they
to meet
putting
them?
down?
Are you going over and beyond to try to, get them to come out of their shell to talk to you? No,
No.
leave it. Okay.
Why do I have to do that? Like I just like my
What?
problem is like I feel like I'm a gym as it is. So like
I mean,
it
it's not a right or wrong answer to it. I just wonder, like, what is the effort level that you're putting in? Are you just like, shoot, meet me where I'm at, and that it is what it is, or is it, if I like you, I might, do a little extra skip to come and make this work?
mm, it depends on at what point has that person shown me like if they have been like consistent for a period of time, then of course yeah, I'm gonna meet them where they at. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna put in a little bit of effort, like maybe I'll plan this date, or maybe I'm calling you, texting you, like stuff like that. I send you the good morning text, like okay, that's cool. Or I am the one who's like, let's do something, but most of the time it's like I don't my attention is not held for that long. Like I'm not that interested in that person because I have a lot to me. Like there's a lot of a dynamic. So like when people like first start to get to know me, it's like they fire questions at me because they like, how are you doing this, and this. And it's like, whoa, Tiger, what are you doing? First, let's talk about you. And then that's where they like stop talking because they've known so much about me now that they're just like, well, I don't want to tell you about me. And it's like, all right, then move. Then move. This is the people that I'm trying to weave out. Like, thank you. Move.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I
I want
feel that,
somebody to be able to share that. Like, that's how I feel like I'm contributing to the whole thing. If I'm answering your questions and I'm telling you about my life, and that's kind of how I get people involved initially. Like, I'm not going like, yeah, we gonna go places, and I'm gonna definitely show you my personality, as we go places, but don't question me to death and then you have nothing to share too.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't even get past that point. It's like, dang.
And I would say too, though, I feel like when they start questioning you, it's like they feel so insignificant to how with your accolades, what you're doing, that it's like they probably are just like, oh dang, like I can't compete with that. So I feel like sometimes that could impact it too, which I mean, don't dim your light because somebody else don't shine as bright. But it's like, dang, meet me where I'm at. So I don't have to, go bend over backwards. Because if I gotta do all that, this relationship is not a job.
And that's what people don't understand is like I put so much effort into my work that like I try to keep my personal life simple because my professional life is so crazy that it's like I can't have crazy me crazy. You can't fight fire with fire. So I gotta have some calm in somewhere, and I decide to keep my peace to myself. If I already know my life is peaceful how it is, why am I gonna let you come in and question me and have me change when I'm just like, no, my life is good. I pay all my bills. I'm good. Like, I
I would
don't
say
really
that's a good point to, next to take this conversation is since we're all in our careers or are working towards our careers, has your career ever affected a relationship, i.e., you with your partner, or as in a friendship? Who wants to go first? I see
I
everybody.
talked enough.
Everybody.
I
Bruce?
go. All honesty, no, because y'all know, like, I really just, I mean, I've been in and out of the trade right now because I went to school. Then I was managing Foot Locker and managing Finish Line while I was in school. But I say, while I worked at the mall, I never thought my relationship would be bothered by me working at the mall. I'm just not that type of person that's about to hound a female in the mall. All honesty, that's just not me. But on top of that, then in a trade fit, I work with not all dudes. Let me not say that there are women in the field, but this it's it's about, say there's 10 men, there's one woman. Probably 20 men to one woman, all honesty. So I don't think there's really anything to be worried about at my job. Or I think the only thing is I might be tired from work. So
Okay, I was gonna say that. Like, what about like if you spend a lot of time at work or something? Has it ever affect you in that way where you can't spend time with your girlfriend because you're spending so much time at work, or if maybe your job requires you to like move somewhere and you work somewhere else. You was working, yeah, you got to work somewhere else for a few months
I
and then you
work
got
from
to come back.
home.
So, like, how does that affect your relationship as well too?
Hmm, I could say I haven't had to deal with the travel yet. I haven't had to
Really? I
deal
feel
with the
like you
travel
did work
yet.
somewhere else.
I did. I worked in Illinois, but we weren't together then.
Oh, see,
So
guys, when guys are busy, they don't deal with. Oh my goodness, they don't have. But like when guys get busy, bro, like they don't. And that's what I did. I was like, I'm gonna take on the guy's mindset and just get busy and say it.
yeah, like I was really trying to figure it out at that point. School had me all over the place with jobs, so I was really trying to figure it out at that point because I couldn't even get a real job to a point. Like that's why I was like, all right, yeah, let me just manage this Finish Line. I did that Foot Locker. It's not that hard, but being tired, I will say, I do fall asleep on my girl a lot. Like I do be feeling bad because it be a blink. Like how I'm sitting here talking to y'all, I can get quiet, be chilling. I'm out, like just out the blue, and then it's not even like I'm just out for a nap. I'll be knocked out for the rest of the night. Won't eat. Just then went to sleep. So it'd be like that for sure. I think that's something I definitely have been trying to figure out. Like, let me get a sleep schedule. Let me make sure I fix, let me figure out something. Cause, ooh, I do feel bad sometimes for sure. But then she'd be like, it's okay. I know you need your sleep. I'll just be like, all right, cool. But I really be trying to, stay up with you. But no. But other
Yeah.
than that, I don't think my job's really. I can't. I necessarily don't think I'll let work take away from, like, once I become more of a man with a bigger family. I definitely would say if I got to take off from work or something, I'll leave work. Goodbye. I don't have a problem. Like, all honesty, I don't have a problem leaving work. I recently left work to take my little cousin to go work out for football. So I thought it was for something else, but he played me. So
I was about to say that ain't the same, but okay.
yeah, it really was some whoopla. But other than that, yeah.
I'll say I know Jasmine, you kind of touched on it a little bit, how that's affected, your dating life and what you're willing to accept. But has there been any times like in the past or anything that you can think of in the future that it could affect you?
Yes, because I have traveled I have been in positions where I've been working 14 hours a day, 6 days a week, and that required me to get up super early in the morning. You know, one thing about having a partner is when you get up in the morning, like you have to be silent, and I like to play music. I like to like really get myself up, you know, and I always get up super early. Like I wake up really early, and a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, I wake up earlier than my partner, and that has definitely been an issue for me. Trying to stay quiet, and especially since most of the places that I've had, my bathroom has been connected to my bedroom as well too. So, definitely something to work on. No, something that has impacted me. But other than that, yeah, like the traveling has definitely impacted as well too. I'm not really that good at texting and calling and staying consistent with that. So that can be really hard on a long distance relationship. And it's always been for my career, or it's been for like my own traveling experience. And I feel like, one thing that has really like impacted like my partners is like I feel like my partner has never been able to go with me to places too. So like, and normally like a partner will come see you and stuff. My partners have never had the opportunity to like really come and see me, you
Have they
know?
tried to?
No, not really. I'm gonna
Have
be
they
honest.
tried to go like on a trip with you or anything?
Yes. Yeah. But freaked out when I told him the price. Like, yes, this is how much it costs. And
It ain't
you
no
better be
trip around
glad.
the backyard.
Man, it's like, and you better be glad that I fronted the money for you. So, like, all you gotta do is pay me on a payment plan. Y'all ain't even gonna charge you interest, whatever.
Bro, you was sick.
I'm just saying, this is how the world works.
Not the payment plan. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And it's so important to me, y'all. It's so important to me. So, like, how I spend my time, I'm not just going on a trip with a guy who's trying to talk to me or something like that. Like, no, we would better be god darn damn near married. But what about you, Lexi, though? Like, I know you've been in a very long-term relationship, so
I would
know that.
say, for me, it hasn't like, really, well, I have the same waking up early. My partner has a later, like he goes work later. So I know that somewhat affects, but he can go back to sleep like once I leave. I would say more recently we had an issue just because I had a project that was very, very important. And I don't work weekends. I work my, 9 to 5, well, 7 to 4:30, and I'm in and out. Like, I do my 40-hour week and I'm done. But this project was very, very important. I had to get it done. And when I tell you, I was trying so hard to get it done. And I took my work with me because I was just like, I need to get this done. And my partner, he's like, you don't work weekends. So why are you working on weekends? Like, we have a family event. And I'm like, okay, I'll stop working. Let's go to the family event. But I'm like, I need to get home early. Like, I need to get home early. I have to be up the next day to continue to work. And he's just like, you don't work weekends. So what are you doing? And it's like, I'm working. And I feel like for me, it was so hard to turn off that work and that stress that it impacted our relationship where I was at my breaking point, and it was like I needed to sit down and have the conversation with him, and I didn't. And I felt like we hit a like really hard stop because it was just like a you don't understand me, I don't understand you, you're not taking my career seriously. Like, there's a time and a place. So I feel like that was for me one of the most impactful moments in my career and then also like in my relationship. It's just that I needed to communicate what was going on and he needed to listen to what I was going through.
Yeah.
And that be a big thing as a man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Even though we say we listening, it's beyond honestly listening. Like it's beyond like listening. Cool, I heard it. I heard it. But you have to like a lot. You have to put yourself in your woman's shoes. Like
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, like it be hard. As a man, you're not gonna see a lot of things in your viewpoint. Like it'd be like, what are you talking about? No, this is the norm. That was part of it. You broke the norm.
Yeah.
And we are so simple. We're very simple. So you broke the norm. Why are you doing this? And he probably was kind of confused.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, it's all about the communication. But you can communicate, but what's the point if you're not being heard?
That and I feel like too, I think what you're leading to is comprehending. Like I can talk to you till the sky is purple, but if you're not comprehending what I'm saying and you're not internalizing it, I'm talking to a brick wall at the end of the day. So I feel like that's what for me in my career kind of was like this could be a turning point in my career if I don't finish this project, which I did not finish it on time, but I feel like it was more impactful for me to speak up and say, hey, like I can't finish this. This is too much of a big project for me to finish in a week than it would have been if I finished it in a week. Because I feel like, I had to set those boundaries with work as well. So I feel like it was just boundaries all the way around.
That's great that you took pride in your work though, because that's a big thing right now at my job. They sent two machines down to Florida, and it was just crazy. The bosses got emergency flew out, like emergency flew out. So it was like a big thing, and he came back and was like, "All I need y'all to do is take pride in your work." And before he left, me and him had a conversation about people taking pride in their work, and I was like, "Bro, I'm just not trying to do things 10 times. I don't want to work on one machine 10 times doing the same bolts, the same. Like, I'm not trying to do that. I'm not that person. I take real pride in everything I do, and that was part of like a big thing. Something they were like, we would rather been late on a deadline
Mm-hmm.
or spoke up saying that, okay, we need extra time to make sure that it's up to par.
Yeah.
And that's something big companies are struggling to do, which make no sense to me, but hey.
Yeah. We hope you enjoyed this conversation. It was so great having Bruce on. And I know we have so many more things we want to talk about and questions we want to ask. And maybe in the future, we'll have a Ask Bruce video and get the male's perspective.
So y'all heard it first from Lexi. Y'all been invited. And Bruce, thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you, bro.
Do you have any
Thanks,
final
bro.
thoughts or anything you want to leave our viewers with, or anything you want to I would say an impact statement, like anything you want our viewers to think about when it comes to having friendships with people of the opposite sex, or having a career to impact your relationship, or how a relationship impacts your friendships.
I say, like, really touching on the being friends with the opposite sex. I just say, really, like, let your partner know, like, they're my friends for real. Like for me, I always say, like, that's gang. It ain't no hard feelings, ain't nothing towards it, but like, I don't even see y'all like that to a point. We see each other, but we don't see each other. So honestly, everybody is so goal driven. Everybody's so goal driven. Everybody be locked in. Like Tyler, locked in.
Locked in.